And lastly, what would you say to the women that are complaining that men aren't committing to them to take the next step to marriage? What would you recommend for a woman to get a man to even commit instead of just sleeping with them, being in the situation?
We can have her answer first, and then I'll do mine.
Okay.
Well, I think you really have to deserve it.
But every woman out here feels like they deserve it.
Yeah, they're entitled.
But there's
so then maybe have a little bit of clarity and like internal kind of understanding, self-realization.
Well, you did deserve it, though. The thing is, she was doing wifey, like, we talked about this in the car. She got her 6.6 carat, and she got her body 10 times better than she did before she got the 6.6. She deserved that. She deserved all the Versace, everything she has.
But I helped him build his coin.
Correct.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is most women what he said, are saying they deserve it, but they really don't.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, have some self-awareness. Like,
women are delusional.
Like every woman feels that they are exactly that they're entitled.
Like the lady in the Dallas pod who's like, I deserve monogamy, but yet I'm not going to put out. I'm newly celibate.
How does that even go together?
I don't know. It was just like what she's saying, like for certain, like for a long courting period and all this. So they're delusional because they have this unrealistic expectation of what they feel they deserve. Yeah. They're entitled. It's like, you're not entitled to shit. Yeah. Don't you realize that, like, we're all vying for the same man?
That's what I don't think.
You have to come 10x. People say my love's a little stalkerish, but I'm like, dude, I'm trying to fucking win in the end.
So what do you say about this? That like how you said that you're telling them that we're all competing for the same man, and then a lot of women all the time said, I don't compete. I'm myself. He either takes me as I am or not.
He's not taking you, bitch, is what I would say. He's taking me because I'm giving you daily blowjobs. I'm sending food to your work every day. Shit. I'm helping you grow your business, meaning like supporting him as he does it. Like, what do you need from me? Do you need me to help you with your LLC? Do you need me to help you with this? How can I support you in growing your purpose and being connected to your purpose? Women don't do that. They're like, he doesn't have shit together. He doesn't. I'm over it.
Well, also, like, how about
I'm Shakti.
Yeah, but like, how about like not wasting your time if you're not in love with someone?
Well, are you saying for her or him?
For her and him.
But most women aren't in love with the person. They're in love with the idea of security, a paycheck and a baby.
I know, and I don't agree with that.
I don't either, boo.
I just don't agree with that.
That's what it's become.
And true. Like true love,
they don't love you.
Love is so rare. It's so amazing. It's so beautiful.
It's painful though. It's growth. It's all of that stuff. We taled about that.
So
today.
You say the women are killing the love or the men?
Well, honey, my husband dropped dead, so. I mean, what else am I going to say about that?
Quite literally in this case.
I'm a widow.
Really? She's a widow, newly. How long? 5 months?
5 months.
Oh, recently.
So it's very, so she's going through her process. But, I think women are for sure killing the love. Men don't, here's the thing. Most of the divorces are filed by women.
Yeah, they're initiated by the women.
They're initiated by the women. Men are actually not that hard to care for. They literally just want to know that you're loyal, that you're not backing it up for the whole world, that you don't belong to the streets, that you are going to be surrendered and cooperative and submissive to them, that you open their yoni when they want to get some.
The word submissive is like a cuss word.
It is a cuss word.
You might as well just spit in my
face. And that you
what
just nurture and love them. Mm-hmm. That's literally fucking it.
I don't believe in saying no.
You can't say no to a man.
I never, ever,
I don't think you should.
once, ever said no to my husband.
You cannot.
Never once.
So
that's why you got the 6.6. That's why these other women don't.
So what about these women that are arguing with their man, carrying on arguments for a couple of days, and obviously
withholding
sex. Yeah, withholding sex.
Mm-hmm.
He's still your husband. He still wants to sleep with you. And you're like, nah.
I think that they should be divorced on the spot if they do that.
I want to send those.
Go ahead and sign right here, please.
Another one.
It should be in the contract. If you withhold sex from me, other than you're on your cycle or you're giving birth or you've had some kind of surgery, then you are, it's not even like,
Forfeiting
there's not an argument. It's just like, it's a
So
balance.
you feel that is
go.
the woman's task.
That's her
It's
job.
part of her job.
1000%.
That's her job. It's a
People are
yes
gonna- the fact that you just said that's her job, they're
No,
gonna
you
trip
should
off
work-
that.
Oh,
already.
yeah.
It
You know?
is
Please pay
her
attention out there.
job
You should
to
worship your
serve
man.
his sexual needs, regardless of how you fucking feel.
Because if they're not serving their sexual needs,
what is your
then
purpose?
why get mad when he steps out?
And that too. Like if
So
you have
why
a
do you think he
headache,
steps out.
if you have a headache, take a Midol or take some essential oils. I don't take shit. Even during my birth, I didn't take shit. If I can make it through that, I can make it through anything. So like, if you have a headache, take a Midol. If you're feeling tired, have a latte. I don't care what you have to do. Get your shit tight and right and ready for service. Do you have heat in your house? Do you have a house? Do you think every day your husband feels like going to fucking work and going out to battle and competing with men who are better, that are making more money, who are telling him what to do if he works for someone? I guarantee you he does not. But he does it to keep a roof over your head, to give you a car to drive in, to make sure you can buy your $12 juice and put your kids in karate and ballet. So if you don't feel like fucking one night, you're just going to have to get over it.
Enjoy
Well
your
said.
Chardonnay.
She said, enjoy your
Enjoy your
Chardonnay.
Chardonnay at noon, bitch.
Enjoy your Chardonnay at noon.
I mean, we come from Milfland.
Land of the Mills.
And my last thing is, being that you said save it for the podcast, what is semen retention? Can you
Yes.
explain that to
Yes.
me
Yes.
and everybody else out there?
Yes. Dun, dun, dun. Semen retention is it's a practice. It's a personal development practice, but it's a spiritual practice. It's very much so often confused with no fapping.
Okay, what's
Okay,
the
yeah.
difference? Because I've seen stuff on
I've
that.
interviewed a
and
couple
I'm like,
guys
what
that
the-
they try to like practice that.
I
and
don't
then-
fap.
Yeah.
No fapping means you don't masturbate at all.
Okay.
Like you just zip it up.
That's it.
Not touching you. You are staying in the boxers. Like that is, and that's just what it's more of a form of abstinence. In that respect, it is. I feel like men can use abstinence. Women cannot say that. Oh, I'm celibate. No, you're not, bitch. We know that's not true. We know that's not true. I found God. I'm celibate. Okay.
Wake up and smell the KY house.
Yeah.
We do not believe you.
Got him! Got him!
Oh my gosh, exactly. So men, for that respect, they are. You know, they're not masturbating. They are abstaining from that, and that is what, like, no fapping, no porn, no beating off, that type of thing. Semen retention is the antithesis of that. It is the practice of sexual activity, whether it's, self-pleasure. I hate masturbation, that word, but it's, whatever, getting familiar with your eggplant or putting your eggplant in yoni. Like one of those two things, or whatever other things you could do. And I guess anal, if you were all up for that as well. Whatever, any orifice. But so that is when you engage in sexual activity, but you just train that energy to stay in the body versus lose it, because semen is just energy that has crystallized into actual matter, into form, right? Like we talked about, matter can't be created or destroyed. It can just change. It can be transmuted. So no fapping is just abstaining from porn and abstaining from jerking off, where semen retention is engaging in sexual activity and mastering the sexual energy, pulling the semen back in the body, not losing it, and then over time learning to cultivate an orgasmic practice that's separate from the actual semen. Because orgasm takes place in the brain, and semen or ejaculation happens at the base of the spine. It's an anatomic reaction. It's like knee-jerk reaction. Like if I hit your knee.
Root chakra, right?
Yes. It's right sort of between two, because it's right at the sacrum. So yeah, it's between 1 and 2. Yeah, because root would be perineum. Yeah, it's like right there in between. So that's the difference. Now, semen retention has been around for many thousands of years. The tantrics used it because they realized that what we call life force, ojas, is like semen. For women, it's leukorrhea, which is menstruation, basically, or explosive orgasm. So we realized that that's like life force. That's like it's like driving your car from here to OC. She filled up on the way here, right? Now, if we just said we're going to go all the way to Vegas and back, and we didn't go to any gas station, like we would be on the side of the road looking kind of hot and needing help, right? That's, hello, we're ready. So that's what happens with your body. When you lose all your ojas, unfortunately, there's no gas stations to refill that with. For us, someone could bring us gas or AAA or whatever the case. We could fill up and get back from Vegas to OC. But with ojas, life force, aka semen, you can't do that. So eventually, when you lose it all, you use it all, you lose it. It's gone for good, for life. So semen retention trains your body to still have the sexual experience, whether it's masturbation or sex, the act itself, and not lose that energy. Just transmute it, pull it back into the body, and use it for other purposes, spiritual purposes, personal development. There's a whole practice to it.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
but
broke
it's
that
a
down, 'cause
challenge.
I always thought it was the same thing.
Kind of makes sense because, like, when you're a fighter or something like that, they tell you don't have sex before a fight. Blah blah blah.
Not just
blah.
fighting, athletes, NFL, NBA, all of them. I've had personal experiences with that where they're like, yeah, I'm not supposed to the week of, the night of. Now, some athletes aren't as disciplined and they're like,
well,
I'm fine, fuck it. Well, how's this going to hurt? It greatly does affect your playing. And the disciplined ones, like Muhammad Ali, he did not practice. You know, he didn't do anything sexual during his fights when he was winning. Because he realized, like, I don't fly like a butterfly. I don't sting like a bee when I'm losing my ejaculation. So before his fights, he wouldn't go there. And many athletes realize that. And they say, okay, I'm gonna say that. But most guys aren't disciplined. They're not a master of their sexual energy. They are a slave to it. So you just have to ask yourself, do you want to be a slave to your dick, or do you want to master your dick?
Good way of putting it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Oh my gosh.
Covered everything that I had on my
Yeah.
on my
All
sheet.
right.
And
Well, this
extra,
was fun.
too.
Now we got a lot of
That was
information.
A lot of
Yeah,
information,
yeah.
honestly.
Yeah. Do you want to add anything else, Boo?
I just had a great time. I love listening to you.
This was fun. I loved your KY comment. That one had me dying.
I'm still laughing about the Febreze.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He gets my number.
That Febreze was terrible.
Yeah, that when she came with the monkeys on. Like,
What?
I was trying to like.
The hell you doing out there, Myron?
I'm like, I can't breathe talking about
I
this.
was like, oh my gosh. Are they
You guys
really?
thought I was
She was
serious.
like, "What?
You guys
For
thought I
real?"
was serious.
She was like, "Wait, fresh and shit? Are you
I
serious?"
was like, but
she was
what?
getting ready to say, "Oh man, I can't go back to Miami."
She's
It was
like,
I was like, but what are they using them for?
Take my video down, please.
What are they using them for? That's what
I couldn't help it. I could not help it.
we figured it out.
I could not
We
really.
figured it out.
I'm like, what are they putting them to work doing? I know they're editors. Like, what is happening?
Y'all got it eventually.
She was like, I've been to the studio a handful of times. Where are the monkeys at?
I haven't seen one.
I've never
Shit.
seen any monkeys in that studio.
Obviously.
I'm dying. Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Oh, can you tell our subs where they find you?
Oh my gosh, laughing my ass off right now. You can find me at theofactors.com. I have one-on-one coaching for men and women who want to really get to that next level in intimacy and sex. And you can also buy yoni eggs, crystal dildos, yoni steams, all the products that you need for that tight, wet that we know y'all love. And then on YouTube, I'm Janelle Gordon. Instagram, Intimacy Insights, and TikTok, Janelle Gordon Intimacy. Yeah, and nobody really cares about the others. So
What about yourself? You got anything to plug?
she's stuff. Just
Don't worry.
Like I'm so private.
Yeah,
we'll leave her discreet. I mean,
she's
you're gonna see it
private
right
parts.
here. Yeah.
Yeah.
all her parts
Tune
are
in.
private.
All right. Appreciate you guys coming in.
you
Very,
so
very
much.
Yeah, a lot of information. We enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
Thank you for
That was
coming.
super
you
fun.
very
Thanks
much.
for having us.
All right. BBC Podcast, we out.
Yeah.